some old NBA players were talking about Austin Reeves becoming famous. Gilbert Arenas said he thinks the Lakers should pay him lots of money for years and $50 million. Rashad McCants almost choked on his drink and said, "Stop it." But you guys are only giving him attention because he's white and he plays for the Lakers, and the Lakers are bad. So if the Lakers weren't bad, he wouldn't be playing. That sounds mean, but lots of people think that too. Like, in 1 week, another young player named Josh Green scored 22 points, got 6 assists, and grabbed 7 rebounds. Josh Green had better numbers than Austin Reeves and played better defense too, but did anyone talk about Josh Green? Nope. And I wonder what's different about those two guys. I know what you're thinking. One plays for the Lakers, but actually, people are saying it's because Austin Reeves is white. Yeah, I know, but I actually think they're right about that. But there's one reason it's not really about racism. So how did a kid who got 0 stars from scouts end up in this crazy situation? Well, Reeves got 0 stars for 2 big reasons. First, he didn't play in those fancy AAU tournaments. The guy wanted to play baseball and only switched to basketball when he was older. He grew up on a farm in Arkansas in a tiny town with only 1,200 people. His parents were both really good college basketball players, but they told Austin, "You either work on the farm or practice in the gym." So finally, he started playing basketball, but he only got to play AAU for 1 year, so people didn't really know about him. In high school, he was amazing, but the scouts thought his stats were fake. If you come from a school with only 52 seniors, somebody has to score all the points, right? But his points were not normal at all. When he was a freshman, he beat Monk's team for the state championship. He won it again as a sophomore. As a senior, he looked up to Kobe Bryant and put up crazy Kobe-like numbers. He scored 33 points in the 4th quarter with a buzzer beater to win the game. He scored 73 points in a triple overtime game. But people saw a skinny white kid who didn't look like a superstar. So the only real school that offered him a scholarship was Wichita State. The Wichita State Shockers are good at finding players that big schools miss. 2 years before, they went to the Final Four with Fred VanVleet and Brad Wanamaker. But Austin was only 17 years old as a freshman, so he didn't get to play much. Actually, things got so bad that he was just a backup player and got frustrated because he knew he could do way more. So he made the tough choice to transfer to Oklahoma. Usually that's good because Oklahoma is a bigger school, but the rules said he had to sit out for a whole year. So while his team was playing on TV during March Madness, Austin could only go to practice. But something happened that year that totally changed his life. Reeves was going super hard at practice, trying to prove he belonged there. And he was beating all his 5-star teammates. On his way to the locker room, his coach pulled him aside and said, "Austin, I seriously think you could be picked in the 1st round of the NBA draft." Austin said, "Wow, this guy has been around basketball forever. He's coached Trae Young and Buddy Hield." So that was really the first time I thought, oh wow, this could actually really happen with that confidence. He went crazy as a senior. He scored 32 points in Oklahoma's 2nd game. He scored 23 points in his first March Madness game. Then he scored 27 points against Gonzaga. He was finally ready to see if his coach was right about the NBA, but it turns out his coach was wrong. Austin's agent said there's no way you're going to be picked in the first round. He'd most likely go in the second round with a minor league contract. But that's when Austin really acted like Kobe and came up with a smart plan. Back in 1996, Kobe's agents helped him get to the Lakers by threatening not to sign with anyone else. So what Austin did was demand a guaranteed NBA contract from everyone except the Lakers. The Detroit Pistons called on draft night, but they wouldn't give in to what he wanted. Some people dream about having their name called on draft night. Austin gave that up just to become a Laker. So right after the draft, he agreed to a two-way minor league NBA contract with Los Angeles. Austin said he wanted to play with LeBron James because he thought they could connect on a smart basketball level. But it turns out there was a different player he would relate to more in LA. But first, he had to pass LeBron's private workout in Las Vegas before training camp started. This skinny white kid that nobody believed in walked into a gym with 5 Hall of Fame players, LeBron Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook, Dwight Howard, and Carmelo Anthony. Everyone else's career was already set. Austin knew if he messed this up, he could end up back on his family's farm. We went to Vegas, and I remember LeBron dribbled along the baseline and threw me a perfect pass to the corner. Everything felt like slow motion. The first thing I thought was, please catch it, just catch the ball. The second thing was, I was in the left corner and I thought, just don't hit the backboard. I don't care if you hit the rim, just don't hit the side of the backboard. I don't care if you missed, just don't hit the backboard. So I shot it and I was like, yeah, it felt horrible, but it went all net. I felt so relieved. I was like, we're gonna get through this. All right? Actually, even after preseason, Reeves still had something almost impossible to do. LeBron James hates rookie teammates in his 20-year career. His team has drafted a first-round pick and played that pick with LeBron only 5 times. Most of these guys didn't even last in the league and had disappointing careers. And these were first-round talents. Austin didn't even get drafted. LeBron's teams almost always trade their pick for an older, experienced player. So how was Austin Reeves going to survive and make a name for himself? The first big moment was in December against Dallas. The game was tied in overtime. LeBron gets double-teamed and passes the ball to Russell Westbrook, who drives and kicks it to an open Austin Reeves. Austin shoots the three-pointer and makes it. His teammates mobbed him because they knew how much people had doubted him. There was also that moment when Austin's mind was blown by LeBron that became a funny internet meme. But Rajon Rondo is who really took him under his wing. Reeves annoyed the point guard with a million questions about how to see the game, and he played well during the season. But Reeves jumped to another level in March of this year. He started averaging double digits in scoring and got to the free throw line like a superstar. When Malik Beasley was playing badly, Coach Darvin Ham put Reeves in as a starter, and he went off for 25 points and 11 assists after dropping 35 points the game before. But the bad thing about all the success is the hate he gets for being white. It is true that Austin Reeves is getting a lot of love, just like Alex Caruso did as a Laker, but it's not racist in a league that is 73% black. I think it's just weird and cool to see any other race of player break out. It's not that people like Jeremy Lin or Austin Reeves more. It's just really unusual to see that and out-of-the-ordinary things tend to go viral. Race has something to do with it, but it's definitely not a bad thing. It's just weird. But because he wasn't drafted, another team can swoop in this summer and offer him a huge contract with most of the money coming later. Austin once said his goal in the NBA is to make as much money as he can playing. And if LA treats him like they did Alex Caruso, Reeves will be gone this summer. Maybe the team that's going to steal him is the Portland Trailblazers. They are going to miss the playoffs this season, even though they have a healthy Damian Lillard and Dame is playing his best basketball of his career. I know he's super loyal, but some scary new reports are coming out and something serious is about to happen with Damian Lillard. Check it out.